we're on this YouTube live. So that's something I don't like to do, a YouTube live, but we got to do what we got to do because that's what works in my area here. So how you guys been doing? That's been watching the channel and watching the progress. We're narrowing down to Christmas and a new year of 2025. Hope everybody's been okay and playing with trains and learning how to do trains and everything is most important on this model railroading journey here. So with that said, I have to go ahead and figure out how I want to connect this land slope into here, which is going to be through a weave, okay? A weave is what I'm going to do. I did a weave here on this area, and I laid it with, what was it? A burlap sap way in the beginning. I have a video on that. And what it does, it sturdies the hell out of it when you put your plaster and everything else on it. So weave is highly recommended when you're doing a slope such as this. It's inexpensive, it's cheap, and it's something that can be done on the fly. Excuse me, I'm drinking my tea. But anywho, that's what we got to do. So I got my glue gun ready to go. And we're going to start gluing some of this in. Any questions or anything, I'll try to be back and forth to see what's going on. But this YouTube thing is a little different than doing a StreamYard, okay? So bear with me, and we'll try to get this done. So we're going to catch it here with like this little strip of cardboard here, and we're going to glue it right into our wood area here, okay? This is always a challenge doing work on a live because you get to see all the mistakes we make and everything else. And that just reinsures everything to show how nothing is perfect, right? So there you go. And of course this layout is a work in progress and you have to get it done. And that's the only way to get it done. It's coming in here and doing it. All right, so we're going to start like this, okay? And it looks like nothing now, but as we continue going, we get to weave it, okay? So we're going to go about here. We're going to space it up to about right here. And the beautiful thing about doing the weave like this, it doesn't have to be a certain way. Because if you try to keep it uniform, it's not going to look right. You want this thing to have dips in it and everything else. So the point of it is gluing it, let it float where it needs to float, and go from there. Hot glue is your friend. This is a train channel, so we got to get this done. Next, I'm going to be back and forth with the chat. I'm going to go check it out. Feel free to leave your thoughts and what you're doing on your layout and where you're at. And if you're deciding to do a layout, that's always exciting to hear. And if you want to share your layout, go to my Gmail and drop me a Gmail. All right, yow. You're hot right there, huh? Let's reinforce this and let that sit while I do some more. All right, so let's see how you do this thing. Good morning, Bob. How you doing? That's what it's all about here, Bob. Thank you for coming in. Yep, we get it done. That's the point of a freaking model railroad. And I like to share all my progress so that you guys can see how it's not so hard to get things done, right? It's easier than what you think. And everybody got their own unique ways of doing it, and it's not just one way you can do it, right? Here I'm using a freaking Priority Mail cardboard box and getting it done. No trains running today, only because I'm focused on getting this done, and I don't want to be freaking tracing trains all over the layout. It's been very humid lately, and humid affects how my trains run to some degree. So as soon as the humidity lifts, I'll be able to run a little bit better. But humidity does affect, especially DCC. DCC is very finicky. If you're new trying to get into the hobby and you want to run trains, just buy you a DC locomotive train set. Because if you're new, you don't know nothing about trains, and you get a DCC layout started, you're going to have all kind of trouble because DCC is finicky. It's not for everyone. And my thing is, I like to show my DCC off with the sound and whatnot and the lights. I like to do that. But if you're not presenting it in any manner or anything, then the sound, lights, and everything doesn't really mean a whole bunch, other than to yourself. So DC is where I would start, definitely. If I had to do it again, which that's how I started on a DC layout. People, when you run in DCC, people will bash the companies of why their trains don't run very well, and it's basically, that's the nature of DCC. That's how it runs. They're not. They got to be top par. So DC, if you're just starting, DC, that's what I would do. Oh, and it doesn't cost that expensive. And cost is relative to any hobby you're in. Cost is relative. It could be freaking going camping, and that's your hobby, and you're going to spend a lot of money in it. Everything costs nowadays. But how you spend your money is going to be the most important thing, especially in model railroading. How you spend it and how you distribute it. Again, it's all what your goal is and what you want to do. To me, if you find the more junk you find laying around, such as cardboard, and doing this, you can save a lot of money, right? Oh yeah. That little piece probably can go right here. See how that piece is all messed up? We'll glue it in right here. Be part of the slope. Yep, so anybody new watching, those are some good advice. And a lot of, through the years that I've done it, if I had to go back and do it over, those are the ways I'll do it on the DCC and DC aspect of things. And DC is just so expensive because of what goes into a DCC locomotive. The decoders and speakers and the time the manufacturer's got to put that together. It's all relative. Get this glued here. What? This is my first layout that I've ever done this on this scale, this large. No regrets. Lot of downfalls getting it the way it is. A lot of hiccups. But I've tweaked and as I went in the beginning, and I'm happy to where we got, That's our layout. It's a huge layout, and definitely it's a chore. Lots of foam and cardboard and everything else. I got to do this step here. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Well, Larry commented on one of my videos. Okay. So I got to do this step first so I can come back and paint this wall, this brick wall here. And I'm going to paint this all one color, a gray color. Like an old stone looking color with growth on it. So that's why I'm tackling this area here. I can't reach chat. I can't reach it. That's a big mountain back there, eh? Finally got a little time off on Wednesday morning. Finally. Well, I was kind of thinking what I need to do, what I need to do. Oh, this is what I need to do. Let's get after it. Yeah. Hi. I'm going to put some kind of trees up in here so that it looks like the train is coming through some trees. You know, that's going to look nice. That's another thing I got to get after is building more trees and getting that some more made. So I'll get to it. Yeah, that's the whole idea is, again, you can do what you want with what you got. You don't need to order the fancy stuff, and you don't need none of that. Because fancy costs money. A lot of money. Fancy and the newest costs a lot of money. Oh, I'm pretty proud that I don't have a huge mess of my freaking layout. I had to learn to clean up as I go, which for me, it can be very challenging because I just want to get things done. And for me to be able to find things, I find it in the mess. And for me to keep a clean layout is very challenging for me. But I still got to clean up a little bit on the layout. It's not a whole bunch, but it keeps me busy. Okay. Oh, I wonder if this whole priority box will give me enough material. It should. I have a bunch laying around. There you have it. Let that dry or cool down and come back with this weave in here. Hello, everybody, whoever's in the background watching. How y'all doing? Oh, there we go. Now this one, yeah, they cool down. So let's glue that. You don't take a lot of hot glue. The more hot glue you put, the longer it takes because it's got to cool down. So you don't need a whole bunch. Especially these Walmart ones, man. They get way too hot. Starting to look like something now, huh? There we go. Those of you guys want to know, I used to be an RC enthusiast. I used to have an RC channel where I do my heavy equipment. I found out real quick that you can burn a lot of money in doing RCs. And me being a hobbyist all these years, I was always in and out of trains, RC heavy equipment, RC trucks, RC cars and everything. I found that it can get very expensive. And as I got older and more laid back, I wanted to revisit the train setting more than what I've ever dwelled into. Of course, I've done N-scale before, and that was just a little taste of DCC I had with N-scale. N-scale, again, it wasn't satisfying for the size it was, and especially it was such an aggravation of putting together the buildings, and it looked just so small when you're hovering over it. It wasn't a satisfaction for me in N-scale, so I wanted to dive into it deeper, and I think it was 2.5, 3 years after I'd done N-scale, maybe not even that long, I started building this. They do have some people that are still on in the YouTube genre that would remember that, but sadly I got rid of all the videos because at the time I was back and forth with my RCs and it wasn't for me. But now I dive back into it, and my wife said she'll kick my ass if I rip this out of here. So I'm kind of stuck. So we leave it the way it is and keep moving forward with it. Okay, so now we need to intertwine this because it has no structure stability at all. And believe me, this is a weave here, and you can see it's rock hard. So the weave is very effective. It works. And it saves money. A lot of money. Shoot. I don't know about you, but if I could save $1 on this, I will. It's not all about the biggest bang you can get out of it, you know, with your money. Especially around Christmas time, we got to buy for other people. So there you go. I know I do. I have a big family I got to buy for. So I don't fret. It comes once a year, and I'm happy to do what I can for my family. And believe me, I do a lot. All right. You say, what do you want? All I want to do is be happy, eat some food, and glad that everyone's still alive, man. That's all that matters to me. I don't want nobody spending their money on me. I got plenty. I got plenty of what the heck I can come up with. So I'm happy with what I got. Oh. Let's see. So, yep, next week is Christmas. Remembering the true cause of Christmas for me over here and my family. We remember that. Christ was born. And that's what's very important. And being with my loved ones. So that's what I'll be doing for Christmas. If anybody wants to know. Yep. Man, his chat won't stay up for nothing. Hey, Larry. Yeah, hey, Larry. Hey. Merry Christmas, man. He said, David, you got to want another train. Nope, got plenty. Plenty of trains. What do you want? To eat and be still. There we go. Look, I'm freaking gluing cardboard down, man. You too, Larry. Larry's been one of the lone true supporters that's always been there through thick and thin. Thank you, Larry. Thanks to all the folks that's always been there through thick and thin. It's been a rough journey, and thank y'all for hanging in there. All right, we're getting that weave down, guys. We're getting it down. Absolutely. And so you cooking a turkey? Nope, no turkey this year for Christmas. Not for me. Kind of turkeyed out. Man, I ate freaking turkey for the longest when I had Thanksgiving. So, I don't know. Maybe like a roast pig or something. My brother got something in mind, so we'll see what he got cooking up. Bring us some sides or something, you know. Get a little food in my belly. Hey, Jack. Merry Christmas, man. Sorry if I missed somebody. This darn thing is giving me some trouble. Y'all do know that I use shorts and Eminem and got profanity in it, and you know I'll be cutting that out till after Christmas because I'm gonna respect the holiday for what it is, which is Jesus Christ and He being born and all. So it's only right to kind of drop some of that profanity out for 2 or 3 weeks and focus on a peaceful thing without any profanity. Try that. Try to get that back to, you know, for a couple of weeks at least, 2 or 3 weeks, and get back to normal after that. Because the holidays right now is most important, geared towards the reason of Jesus Christ. So yes, I do have respect for myself in that manner, and we're going to respect that. All right, I think that's going to cut it on this part right here. I think that came out really, really nice. I still got to 3D print the other 2 pieces for this. All I have is black filament, and I think I can go ahead and do it with black filament. It'll give it a different transition if I paint it. When I paint it, hopefully the colors will contrast with it. If that makes any sense. I kind of got a vision in my head, but yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be cutting back on the profanity, on using Eminem, the shorts with cussing, and being more of a relaxed setting until after Christmas. So going into 2025, hopefully being well, being safe. That's most important here for our family and everyone else. Being safe and have a smooth, peaceful transition. That's what's most important. Thank you, Larry. Okay, so basically that's it for this. I might can give y'all a Let me take you off the camera and I'll, thank you, Larry. Yep. Yeah, it's only right, man. It's only right. You know, I do have morals and I do have respect for myself, even though, you know, the way the channel is with shorts and whatnot, it's for entertainment purposes and YouTube and, you know, how I grew up and this and that. But I don't feel the need to explain myself to no one on that part. But yeah, absolutely. For the Christmas setting, yes, most important for me. So let me flip y'all around. Okay. Those of y'all guys that are in the background that are new, we've been working on this industry here. I've been doing a lot with these junk cars here. That's all 3D printed. These little cars can get expensive if you got to start buying them. They're not cheap, okay? They're not cheap. If you would have to buy something like this in HO scale, it just costs out the behind, okay? So I get them kind of close and we go from there. Hey, William. Thank you, William. So we get it kind of close and we go from there, and you can tell that, you know, it's a junk scene. I still got to make my little fence here. This is that aluminum foil that I was proud of. And you can see it looks like a corrugated metal fence. So still trying to figure that out. In other words, I got to make a whole lot more here. So far, the incline is coming out really nice. This incline is coming out the way I expected it to. And this is all secured, ready to go. Now I'm working on this setting here. I don't know if I want to make this track come back into here, into this area, so the crane can have more room. I don't know, so I'm still playing with that part here. There's the blast furnace. This is an awesome build. I have a video on that in the beginning when I did that, so if you're interested in seeing that, you can go see it in the beginning. I sat right here and built that thing. Very fun to build, but it was quite challenging. I think that was a Walters build, if I'm not mistaken. Coming to this is the backdrop I got. This is a cheap paper backdrop I got off of eBay. It wasn't that expensive. I'm still trying to blend this into the top, but you get the illusion of a cityscape into the background. And I'm still playing with roads and where I'm gonna put buildings right here also. So that's gonna be coming up also. Again, you know, the mountain area and our fish. Let's go check on our little fishies. I had to put some heaters, but yeah, you can see the little fish dancing down in there. There you go. Let's see if we can throw a little food in there. There we go. See them eating? They're guppies. I lost my first batch because I didn't have a heater. So now we got them back rolling. All right. So back to the weave part, and I'm going to end this, folks, where we started off at. And again, here to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. This is going to be the last live of till after Christmas. So yeah, let's see if I can switch this around. So yeah, that's most important to me. And just hang in there, guys. We'll get back to normal after Christmas, okay? So that's it, guys. I hope this has helped someone that's going to come and return to the live and see the live. I hope this has helped someone to see that you can create scenery on the cheap side of things. Again, this hill slide is the same thing I'm doing here. The weave is effective. Maybe Santa Claus will bring y'all a 3D printer, and if you have a 3D printer and you're not using it, get that thing fired up, because you can get a lot of stuff done down below. It saves money, gets things going. So that's what we got coming up. Stay tuned for the shorts, the likes, and the videos. And again, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. Peace out. See y'all later, guys.